Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm Corrin with Corrin Fox Fitness, and today I have a little yoga sequence for tight back. So a lot of people, I know we carry stress and tension in the low back. So this is a practice designed to kind of stretch and unwind and release tension in the low back. So for today's practice, you won't need any props necessarily, but if you use props in your practice, go ahead, grab what you need, and let's get started. So to begin, come to a seated posture. This is Sukhasana. We're crossing at our shins, sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders draw away from ears. Let's just take a moment at the beginning of this practice. Close the eyes. You might place one hand to the heart, one to the belly. Turning inwards, focusing your attention on the breath. Breathing in through the nose and just letting it out through the mouth. Let go of any stress or worry from the day, from the week, and just be with the breath here. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Notice if the mind wanders, just gently guide it back to the awareness, to the sensation of your breath. You might set an intention for your practice, so you can think of a word or a little mantra if you have one, just to carry that mantra or word with you throughout this practice. One more deep breath in. One more deep breath out. Gently blink the eyes open. Release the hands down to the thighs and just start to roll the shoulders back and forth one way and then go the other way. Nice. And just draw that chin down to the chest. Roll the right ear to the right shoulder. Draw the chin to chest. Roll that left ear to the left shoulder. And then chin to chest. And gently lift the head back up. From here, take a nice deep inhale. Stretch the arms up so that they're in line with the ears. Lift up and off the waist. Fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, arms come down. And again, one more time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Lift up and off the waist. From here, exhale. We'll find a little twist. Our right hand comes to that left knee. Left hand comes behind the back. And to really feel that twist, as we inhale, we'll lengthen through the spine. And then as we exhale, gently twist. Find a rotation there in the torso, low belly area. Use your exhale to help deepen into the twist. Good. Gently unwind. Come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, find the twist on the other side. Left hand to right knee, right hand comes behind the back. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen through the spine, and then on your next exhale, find that gentle twist through the belly, through the core, through the low back. If it feels okay in the neck, you might turn the gaze over that right shoulder. Inhale, and then exhale, gently unwind. Come back to center. We're going to place our hands either to the thighs or knees, and we'll practice a few seated cat-cows to really warm up the spine and the low back. So as you inhale, gently lengthen the chest forward. Neck is long. As you exhale, round on back. Again, inhale. Lengthening forward through the crown of the head. Exhale, roll and round on back. Keep going. Inhale, forward. And exhale, round. 2 more. Inhale. Lengthen through the neck. Gaze is forward and slightly down. Exhale. Round. 1 last time. Inhale. And exhale. Round on back. And then sit up nice and tall. From here, we're going to come onto our hands and knees, finding a tabletop. So in our tabletop, we want our shoulders to be stacked over the wrists, hips stacked over the knees, and tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Now we're going to flow a little bit more through some regular cat-cows. And again, this is amazing. Cat-cows are so good to warm the spine and the back. We can do these every day. All right, on your inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze up to the ceiling. As you exhale, press the floor away. Find your cat pose. Draw that belly button in and up towards the spine. And inhale, heart lifts, gaze is up. Exhale, round through the back. Press the mat away. Cat pose again. Inhale. Tailbone lifts up, gaze lifts up. Exhale, press away, round the back. Kind of like a Halloween cat here. 1 more time. Inhale, heart lifts, shoulders away from ears. Lift the gaze up. Exhale, really press the floor away, round. Inhale, meet back in a neutral tabletop. We're going to place a little bit more weight into that left palm. Inhale, reach that right arm up. Lift the gaze up to the ceiling if it feels okay in the neck. Just finding a little spinal twist. Exhale, lower that right hand down. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time each side. Inhale, stretch that right arm up. Gentle twist. Exhale and down. 1 more. Inhale, reach that left arm up. Exhale and down. From here, we're going to walk our hands down the mat. Finding extended puppy dog pose, we'll press the hips back and lower the head, the forehead down to the mat. Press the hips away, tops of the feet, press down on the mat. Our arms are actually lifted slightly off the ground, but our palms and each finger really press firmly into the mat. Just a nice kind of upper back arm stretch here, lengthening. And then slowly start to lift the head up, walk your hands back in, find your tabletop. Now we're going to spread our knees wide as the mat. Bring the big toes together, sit back towards the heels, extend the arms out. Extended child's pose. Really see if you might be able to crawl the fingertips down the mat, find a nice stretch in the low back here. Take a couple breaths in child's pose. If it feels good, you might start to rock the hips side to side or roll your forehead around on the mat. Give it a little massage. Good. From here, let's walk our hands over to the right side, keeping the hands shoulder distance apart. So we're feeling a little stretch in that left side body. And now walk your hands back to center and over to the left. Hands shoulder distance apart. Nice stretch in the right side body. Good. Walk the hands back to center. And now we're going to move dynamically through cat-cow back to extended child's pose. So on your inhale, rise up to the hands and knees. Press the chest through, lift the gaze up. Exhale, round through the back. And then sit on back, find extended child's pose. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, rising up. Lifting up through the chest. Exhale, round through the back. And sit on back, child's pose. 2 more times. Inhale. Press the heart through, lift the gaze up. Exhale, round. And sit on back. Last time. Inhale. Lift the gaze up. Exhale and round. And sit on back. Find your child's pose. Take a couple breaths. From our child's pose, this time we'll rise back up to the hands and knees, curl the toes under, press the hips back and up, find your downward facing dog, pedal out the legs, bend one knee, straighten the other. From our down dog, we're going to extend that right leg up behind us, toes point down. Inhale, draw the knee to the chest, step that right foot through. Find a high lunge here. And then slowly lower down that back knee. From here, extend the arms up, lift up and off the waist, outer arm spin in. From here, we're gonna find a little twist. So draw your palms together, inhale, hands come to heart center. And then exhale, twist to your right so that top of the left arm, that left tricep hooks onto that right thigh, palms press into each other. We can use our breath here to deepen into this twist. So the left rib cage rotates over to the right. Maybe you gaze up to the ceiling if it feels okay in the neck. If not, you can gaze down at that front foot. If you want to take it up a notch, curl the toes under, press that back leg up, finding that higher lunge. Couple more breaths. Good. If that back leg was lifted, gently lower that back knee down. Unwind from here. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift up and off the waist. Exhale, fold. Hands come down to frame the front foot. Now curl the back toes under. Step back. Find your downward facing dog. You might pedal out the legs a little bit if you want. And then we're going to extend our left leg up behind us. Inhale, knee to chest. Step the left foot through, high lunge. Drop that back knee. And slowly draw the arms around and up. Find length in the spine. Lift up and off the waist. Outer arm spin in. Palms together. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, gentle twist. So the top of that right arm, that right tricep, hooks onto that left thigh. Your gaze can be forward, to the side, or up. Use your exhale to deepen into that twist. So inhale, and then exhale, right rib cage rotates over to the left. And maybe you curl the back toes under and press up through that back thigh. Finding a higher lunge. Good, and breathe. Gently lower that back knee. Unwind. Inhale, reach the arms up. Big sweep with the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Hands down to frame the front foot. Curl the back toes under. Step back. Find your downward facing dog. And again, maybe you pedal out the legs. From here, start to walk your hands back to meet your feet. Walk the feet out as wide as your mat. Bend deep into the knees, clasp onto the elbows. Release the crown of the head down. And just maybe rock a little side to side. Release any pressure in the upper back, the neck. Maybe nod the head yes or shake it no. And then slowly start to roll all the way back up. Come up to standing. And then step all the way up to the top of your mat. We're going to find Tadasana, mountain pose. So the inner edges of the big toes touch with a little space between the heels, or you might step the feet out so they're hip distance apart, whatever feels best for you. If you tend to have tight hamstrings or calves, you're welcome to place blocks in front of the feet. So as we flow, you can rest your hands on the blocks. If you don't have blocks, it's no problem. You can keep the knees nice and bent. Hands can either rest on the thighs or even on the shins, whatever feels good for your body. So shoulders draw back. We're going to flow through a couple half sun salutations. So press down through the four corners of the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Find a flat back, shoulders away from ears, neck is long. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle the arms around and up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. This is Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale to fold. Inhale to circle the arms around and up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to take that a little bit further. We're going to add on to it. So from Tadasana, inhale, circle the arms around and up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. From here, bend the knees, plant the palms, step back into a plank. We're going to lower on down to the mat. You might lower down knees, chest, and then chin, or you might lower down from the full plank. If you're lowering down from the full plank, come forward on your toes and then lower all the way down. Now press through the thighs, press through the tops of the feet, press through the palms, draw the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the chest slightly, find a low cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, up, low cobra. Neck is long, gaze is forward and slightly down. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, up. And exhale, release. From here, we're going to slide our forearms out in front of us. We're coming into sphinx pose. So pressing down through the tops of the feet, pressing down through each finger, each palm, and we're really pressing the mat away with the forearms so we get a little lift in the chest, shoulders away from ears, inner thighs spin up towards the ceiling, gaze is forward and slightly down. This is sphinx pose. If this is ever even too much on your back, you might come down a little bit more. Coming down closer to the mat if that feels better. But we're here for a few breaths. You might even close your eyes. Draw that belly button in and up towards the spine. Continue pressing the mat away with the forearms. Good. Beautiful. If the eyes were closed, gently open them, blink them open. And from here, we're going to melt the heart forward, slide the hands towards the side body, press up to the knees, spread the knees nice and wide, bring the big toes together, sit on back, find your child's pose. See if you might walk the fingertips down the mat even more. Finding a nice stretch in the back, in the low back. Good. Slowly rise back up to the hands and knees. We're going to come into a tabletop once again. Hips over knees, shoulders stacked over wrists. We're going to flow through a few more cat-cows. So as you inhale, lift the tailbone up, lift the gaze up. And then exhale, round, press the floor away. Really, really press away. Inhale, heart lifts, belly drops down, lift the gaze up. Exhale, round, cat pose. One more time through, inhale, heart lifts. And exhale, press away, cat pose. Inhale, meet in a neutral tabletop. We're going to cross our ankles on top of one another and sit on back. Find Dandasana with our legs extended out. You might shake out the legs a little bit. Sitting nice and tall, shoulders back, slight bend in the knees. We're going to find a forward fold and only go as far down as it feels comfortable for your body. So you might fold all the way forward. that's great. You might also come only halfway. That's awesome too. Do what feels good for you. So press down through the sit bones. Inhale, reach the arms up. Lift up and off the waist. Think up and over. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, we fold forward. Knees are slightly bent. You can even, if you want, draw the knees up towards the chest and then just let the head fall through there, through the opening. You might grab onto, if you have a yoga strap, you can loop the strap around the arches of the feet and hold onto the strap instead. Wherever you are, inhale, lengthen through the neck. Exhale, see if you might deepen and soften here a little bit more. Good. A few more breaths. And then slowly let the head come up last. Slowly roll back up. Sitting up nice and tall. Now we're going to work our way down to the mat. So bend into the knees, scoot a little closer towards the heels. Arms come out to the sides and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, if you can, slowly and with control, lower on down. Extend your left leg out in front of you. Draw that right knee in towards the chest. With the help of that left hand, guide that right knee over and across the left leg, finding an abdominal twist. My back just cracked. Oh, this can feel so good. Only go as far over with the knee as it feels comfortable. We do want to keep pressing that right shoulder, gluing it into the mat. So if it comes off the mat, just glue it back down. And then gently unwind. Extend that right leg out. Draw that left knee in towards the chest. With the help of the right hand, guide that left knee over and across the right leg. Finding an abdominal twist, gluing that left shoulder down to the mat. Maybe you turn the gaze over that left shoulder. Good. Gently unwind. Draw both knees in towards the chest. Hands come to the shins. Press that low back into the mat. As you exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders up and off the ground. Inhale, release back down. And two more. Exhale, lift up. Forehead draws towards the knees. Inhale and down. Last one. Exhale, lift up from here. Wrap your arms around the legs. Give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze. And then as you release, come into happy baby pose. So arms on the insides of the legs. Grab onto the arches of the feet or the ankles or the backs of the thighs and just roll around, kind of gently massaging the spine. When you're ready, release the feet down. Extend the legs out so that they're wider than hip distance apart. Release the arms down by your sides. Close the eyes. Notice if your mind is somewhere else. And if it is, just without judgment and with kindness, just return to the awareness of your breath. Return to any intention you might have set. Savasana. Take a few more deep breaths here. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. You can pause this video, take a nap. When you're ready, gently start to deepen your breath. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. And draw the knees back in towards the chest. And from here, we'll turn to the right, finding a fetal position. And take a moment here to just acknowledge the time that you took out for your practice. for yourself and for your yoga practice. When you're ready, gently press on up. Find any comfortable seated posture. Keeping the eyes closed, lowering the forehead, drawing the hands together towards the heart, sealing in our practice today. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's yoga for tight back practice. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I hope to see you soon. The light in me honors and sees the light in each of you. Namaste.